Large Larry live at livinlargelarry.com. We broadcast from Redline Computer Studios on YouTube. YouTube video is up again. We had some challenges on Monday, but we were up at YouTube. Also the TuneIn smartphone app that's available at livinlargelarry.com. All kinds of blinds and buildings, all kinds of blinds, mt.com at 46 now. Current temperature is forecast is on the way. Follow the story of N2 Cryotherapy in Billings at their website as well, n2cryo.com. There's videos, there's information on what cryotherapy as a health component in your life is all about, and more, and also information about N2 Cryotherapy, giving you the opportunity to be the best person you can be this year with athletic recovery. N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West in Billings, Suite number 4, and n2cryo.com. Keystone Mortgage is a sponsor of our replays on the show. Keystone Mortgage, downtown Billings, at the new location right across the street from the pub station. Ask about their new loan tracker. You can see everything, including rates, lock dates, personal notes, and documentation. It's private to you. The loan tracker through Keystone Mortgage Company in Billings, downtown.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
Our morning temperatures pretty consistent first couple of days of the week here. LivinLargeLarry.com from the Redline Computer Studios in West Billings.
Our Billings area forecast from Top Sandwich Company, thinking about high school graduations. There's been many graduations already in and around Billings, college as well. This coming weekend, have at least 3 area high schools around Billings graduating. Top Sandwich Company across from Shopko. They'll cater your food. If you forgot that very important detail, they'll cater your food for you. Top's Sandwich Company across from Shopko in Billings. Low to mid-70s at least most of the week on through the weekend even, with a chance of some afternoon showers and thunderstorms, which happens this time of year anyway. And low to mid-70s looks like through Saturday the way it's written right now. Top Sandwich Company across from Shopko, locally owned, no franchising. They can cater your graduation party. Top Sandwich Company, find them on Facebook as well.
All kinds of blinds and Billings. Temperature check in 46. New season, new haircuts. If it's time, I get my haircut every 6 weeks from Jim and Austin's Barber Shop in Billings Heights at 2225 Main Street in the Heights. The best $10 haircut you'll ever have. And Jim and Austin's Barber Shop, they're trained to be barbers. Basic haircut, $10, 10 minutes in and out. Jim and Austin's Barber Shop, 2225 Main in the Billings Heights. Proud supporters of the Billings Wolves for 2016. And like them on Facebook, Jim and Austin's Barber Shop in Billings Heights. Best Coupon Magazine, truly in and around Billings, with an issue for different areas around Billings. Coupons that fit where you live. Hometown Values. Hometown Values Savings Magazine. If you check your mail from time to time, you'll see it. It's going to show up in your mailbox. Hometown Values Savings Magazine. Check out the new Heights edition. Also the newest Billings Laurel edition is out as well. Hometown Values with practical couponing in the magazine. Hometown Values. From the Redline Computer Studios, West Billings, Montana, we are doing this show again, Livin Large Larry live. LivinLargeLarry.com. Live on YouTube, that's the podcast later on. Also your smartphones, use the TuneIn smartphone app, that's free. And there's also an audio player if you don't want to go to too much trouble. Just log on to the websites and the audio player comes up automatically. Cameron Sanford Gall with the Heart and Soul Run and Big Sky State Games. We'll get some updates for registration for both those events, which are coming up in the next couple of weeks. The Big Sky State Games not until July, but Karen Sanford Gall will give us some information on what you need to know for those 2 events. It's coming up this morning on LivinLargeLarry.com and the Billings Morning News just ahead. All kinds of blinds in Billings, all kinds of blinds, mt.com, and 46 now. Carrie's Massage has moved to 928 Broadwater for free. Carrie's Massage, give her a try. 928 Broadwater, Suite 203 in Billings.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
Billings Morning News from the Billings Extreme, which is the new outdoor semi-pro football team in Billings this spring and summer over at Dallas when they play on Saturday afternoons. Home games, BillingsExtreme.com, Xtreme is how you spell that. So we gather news from KTVQ.com, Color8.com this morning, also the Billings Gazette for some of our sourcing for our information here. Many are still dealing with the aftermath of this weekend's hailstorm, which is having some people starting the week off by driving straight to the auto body shops. Reported golf ball-sized hail caused many dents, shattered windows, broken headlights, and more. And workers at the American Auto Body says the hail varied from pea-size to quarter-size. And if your car has suffered damage, then Mariah Sampson of American Auto Body says bring your car into a shop and get an estimate on the total damages. And they'll mark the dents, take pictures of everything. Most auto body shops will do that and then send the pictures and everything to your insurance company. Sampson says the U.S. average hail damage repair expenses at about $1,500. That's an average. But of course, depending on the vehicle and damage, the price can go well above $10,000. A disturbance in the Blue Creek area that left one person injured on Sunday was a result of an attempted auto theft, apparently. Yellowstone County Sheriff Mike Linder said in a press release issued on Monday, deputies responded to the scene of Blue Creek Road on Jellison Road around 2:40 p.m. on Sunday afternoon. A report of a shot fired and a person injured. Authorities found a man and a woman with their vehicle at the scene. The woman was initially handcuffed and detained, but later released when authorities determined that she and the man she was with were actually the victims. They told law enforcement that another man had attempted to steal their vehicle and had been threatening them with a gun as deputies processed the scene. Jackson, Wyoming is currently drowning under the votes for 16-seed Billings. As of this post here, this is from KTVQ.com with the link to the contest, but as of the post, Billings owns an almost 6,000 vote lead. The winner actually will be announced this weekend, Saturday, May 28th. Billings Clinic Foundation announced Monday the 2016 Classic fundraising event will feature rock band America. The event will be held on Saturday, August 27th at Alberta Bear Theater. Proceeds from the 2016 Classic will benefit Billings Clinic psychiatric services. According to a press release, America enjoyed success early in their career and earned their stripes as musicians amidst the excess craziness and the chaos of the 70s. So America is coming to Billings Clinic Classic on August 27th. A first glance for you there, the Billings Morning News, LivinLargeLarry.com on YouTube, TuneIn smartphone app as we broadcast from the Redline Computer Studios. The gathering of our news is courtesy of the Billings Extreme Semi-Pro Football. Find them on Facebook, BillingsExtreme.com, spelled Xtreme. Our visit with Kevin Sanford Gall with the Heart and Soul Run and the Big Sky State Games on the way.
The man with the most energy in radio commercials ever, it's Jay Johansson, the Athlete's Foot, 3839 Grand Avenue.
655-3668, Larry. I tell you what, Larry.
Yeah.
I'm here to lay it out. Truth is the truth, and I got to come clean with everything.
All right.
You've heard me on the radio.
Yeah.
Doing my thing for 4 or 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
The Athlete's Foot, 3839 Grand Avenue, 655-3668. That's my phone number.
Yeah.
Larry?
Yes, sir.
We're number one.
I know, you're number one.
We're number one. We're not number two. We're the number one shoe store in Billings. If you want great customer service, if you want someone that's going to care how you feel, not next month, but in 3 months, you need to come to 3839 Grand Avenue, the Athlete's Foot, for top quality customer service. Larry, you know what we're going to actually do?
What's that?
You know what we're going to actually do?
Yeah,
I'm going to measure your foot. Yeah, I'm going to do something really crazy.
All right, yeah, crazy.
I'm not going to ask somebody those shoe sizes. I'm going to measure their feet. And then we're going to use the footprint technology. We're going to take the human element completely out of it, see what kind of foot you got, and put the exact kind of shoes on your feet that you need. And not only that, Livin Large Larry, the best on the radio, we also got the Jordans. And I'm not talking the black and white Jordans that every shoe shop's got. I'm talking about the Jordans that everyone's waiting to get. In my store, right now, in my case, are the French Blue 12s that don't release until next week, and I got 72 pairs of them.
My notes say you're the Jordan expert.
I had to come clean.
The Athlete's Foot Billings on Facebook.
The Athlete's Foot Billings MT. Check us out. Peace.
3839 Grand Avenue, Billings. The Athlete's Foot.
If you're interested in learning the current value of your home, call Amber Gustanis with Century 21 Hometown Brokers for a free market analysis. Amber Gustanis, Century 21 Hometown Brokers, free market analysis, 690-5902. Our replay sponsor on Livin Large Larry Live is brought to you by Keystone Mortgage in their new location, 248-7124. And you can check them out and visit them at 2442 First Avenue North. They're right across from the pub station in downtown Billings. Keystone Mortgage Company. You aren't just a number. You're our number one priority. Keystone Mortgage.
Livin Large Larry Live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry Live.
Redline Computer Studios off of King and 29th, West Billings. Our broadcast, LivinLargeLarry.com on YouTube and the TuneIn smartphone app, and all kinds of blinds in Billings, all kinds of blinds, MT.com. Our quickie temperature check, 47 now. And a nice day today, 70s, complete forecast all the way. And what is going on around town next couple of months here? What's going on around town is brought to you by Bighorn Inspection, Petrochemical and Refinery Inspection. BighornInspection.com. Log on, give them a click. We appreciate them. BighornInspection.com. Our talk with Karen Sanford Call. I visited with Karen a couple days ago, recorded the audio, and dealing with the Heart and Soul Run and Big Sky State Games in Karen Sanford Gall.
Karen Sanford Gall with this big event coming up. Karen, first off, how are things in your life this spring?
Things are great. On a great day like this, who can complain?
Yeah, I know. It's been a nice several days. Heart and Soul Run, June 18th, Father's Day weekend. Seems that's tradition the last several years for the event.
It's become a tradition, and definitely big family event, and just a big community and regional event.
So this year compared to years past, do you have any goals of runners and participants you're trying to reach?
Well, we've, hovered around or been over 3,000 for the past few years, so definitely that's always our goal, to make that a mark and sustain, maintain, and also to grow the event. So we're hoping to exceed our expectations, but if anything around 3,000 we'll be really happy with.
So, and we'll get to deadline for registration and stuff in a second, but curious as to, we can talk about some of the partnerships this year. I know the Billings Mustangs have climbed on board again.
Absolutely. They've been a great partner of ours, and in fact, it's opening weekend for the Mustangs. They play a game the night before we finish in the ballpark, and then they play right after we're done. So we clean up, and then they play that day. So we're very grateful to the Mustangs and the City of Billings Parks and Rec for allowing us to finish in Dero Park.
All right, Karen Sanford Gall with us with the Big Sky State Games office. We're talking Heart and Soul Run. What are some of the deadlines for Heart and Soul Run we need to be aware of?
Well, we want everyone to receive a T-shirt, and you're guaranteed a T-shirt if you sign up, and get the best price if you sign up by May 31st. So the end of the month, you got to get your entry in.
All right.
Best price. Now, you can sign up the day before. There's no day of registration. So the 17th is our last day for folks to sign up, June 17th.
Okay, and do you have what's the family fair at the stadium? How's that shaping up?
Well, it's always a fun event. It's the Montana Active Life Festival, and it's really an event that kind of promotes what's going to be happening in our community, healthy lifestyle-wise, and for families to do, and folks to do different races in town. There'll be all kinds of nonprofit booths available for people to think about things they can do in the summer. So that's shaping up very nicely, and it's on the concourse when we finish at Dero Park.
As for the Heart and Soul Run itself, when the event gets kicked off, is the route similar or the same as years past, or is there changes?
The route is similar to the route we've had in the past few years. We have a 5K, a 10K, and a 2-mile health walk. And this year, the 10K is a regional RRCA Regional Championship race, Western Region Championship race.
Cool. This race, Heart and Soul Run, this is bigger than people think it is, and I think that over the last 5 to 7 years, I think people have seen the growth in and around Billings, and not just in Billings, Montana.
Really, it's one of the oldest races in Montana, and definitely, I think moving it to the fun venue that it's at, it starts in front of St. Vincent Healthcare and then finishes in Dealer Park. It's really helped, I think, grow the race, and concluding with the Montana Active Life Festival, it's really a fun event for everybody to participate in. Whether you like to just go for a walk, you have a 2-mile walk, or you're really want to challenge yourself and do a 10K.
Right. Well, I've enjoyed playing the music through MSUB's garage, and what I see year after year is the families that come through that MSUB garage, and just a great family event.
Exactly, and the garage makes it kind of a unique event in itself, because rarely do events take you to a parking garage, but we do. And the folks up at MSUB, they're a partner of ours in the event. We go through under 27th Street, so that they can cross through the tunnel there. We call it the Tunnel of Love, and then they come down 27th to finish at Dealer Park.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
27th, yeah.
So give us some contact information. People can get signed up online and things like that, and Facebook and all that.
Well, the best way to find out all the information about the event and to register online is at heartandsoulrace.org. And the other new thing is that you can sign up as a team. It doesn't cost a thing. So let's just say you're a family team or your work team. Just one person in your group needs to enter the name that you want to sign up under, and then have your other folks register under that name as well. It just costs a dime.
Yeah, cool idea. That's efficient as well. All right, Heart and Soul Run coming up on June 18th. I'm looking forward to it. And Big Sky State Games, I know that's a while away, but anything we should know about that event?
So registration is open for the games, and this year we're offering 36 different events. Within that, there are a myriad of other events. So it's like shooting, for example, is one sport, but there's so many events within that sport itself. So we added a few sports. We added our curling event, which is already taking place in April, but in the spring or in the summer, we'll be having lacrosse. We're adding 3v3 lacrosse, so we're really excited about that.
All right, and I know you're a big runner and you follow running, and congratulations to Christina Aragon, Athlete of the Year for the ladies.
She is the real deal, and really what a gift to our community and our state and our country. Just a humble, and beautiful runner, and it's going to be fun to watch the trajectory of her career, because I think that she's only just begun.
Geez, I mean, her whole family is just excels at this sport.
Very, very exceptional. Her sisters were both All-Americans at Notre Dame, and her mother was a great runner, and her father was a great runner too. Her father really should have been on the Olympic team and just missed the Olympic team. So they're just amazing. Kathy, their mom, has been on a number of Olympic trials, I think 3 or 4 Olympic trials events in the 10,000 and the marathon. So they're just a family of runners, and they embrace running and everything active.
Congratulations to Christina this time around. And Karen Sanford Gall, Heart and Soul Run, June 18th. We're looking forward to cranking out the hits for you. We'll see you, if not before, we'll see you on that morning.
We're counting on you being at the parking garage.
Oh, yeah, I'll be there. You know it.
Okay, big guy. Thanks so much for your support.
Okay, take care.
Take care, later.
Karen Sanford Gall, the Heart and Soul Run of the Big Sky State Games. Heart and Soul Run coming up on June 18th, and in July, of course, the Big Sky State Games. LiveAlargeLarry.com on YouTube and the TuneIn smartphone app from the Redline Computer Studios, West Billings. Nice weather, at least glancing at the forecasts and logging on to the websites for the expanded. Looks good most of the week, even through the weekend, mainly in the 70s. All kinds of blinds and buildings currently at 46. All kinds of blinds and billings, allkindsofblindsmt.com for a variety of blinds, vertical blinds, the Roman shades, the mini blinds, and ask about repair as well. All kinds of blinds and window film for security. All kinds of blinds, allkindsofblindsmt.com. Kelly's Massage has moved to 928 Broadwater, Suite 203. Grew out of her other space in a much larger location, and she has a deep tissue massage special for you. All 1-hour deep tissue massages You get a small hot stone upgrade for free. Runs all the way through the rest of the month. So for $70, which is the price of a 1 hour deep tissue, you get a $10 upgrade for free. Carrie's Massage, give her a try. 928 Broadwater, Suite 203 in Billings. You can order the works, the shave, and the cut at Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main in the Heights. Trained barbers, $10 haircuts. And that price hasn't changed for years, and it doesn't look likely that it will. Jim and Austin's Barbershop, $10, 10-minute haircut, in and out. You can do it over your lunch hour. Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main in Billings Heights. Sponsors of the Billings Wolves for 2016.
Livin Large Larry Live.
Detailed weather coming up. All kinds of blinds and Billings now at 46. And livinlargelarry.com on YouTube this morning. A couple of news notes here from ktvq.com, color8.com, the Billings Gazette, and at times Last Best News with Ed Kemick as well. Billings Morning News from Billings Extreme, semi-pro football in Billings. BillingsExtreme.com, it's spelled X-T-R-E-M-E, Billings Extreme on Facebook as well. Great Falls Public Schools Superintendent Tammy Lacey confirmed on Monday that there was a bomb threat that caused an evacuation at North Middle School in Great Falls was a robocall, similar to dozens of other bomb threats made to schools across the country on Monday. And as of Monday evening, no bombs or explosive devices had been found at any of the locations. North Middle School was evacuated in Great Falls just before 12:30 on Monday. Each year, millions around the world choose how they can fight the battle against cancer. Here in Yellowstone County, everybody's gearing up for the fight in the third annual Run for Life. And this is an event of what is going on around town, brought to you by Bighorn Inspection, bighorninspection.com. Petrochemical and refinery inspection, Bighorn Inspection. The Run for Life event benefits the 2016 Yellowstone County Relay for Life. That event, by the way, is coming up on July 8th. Of the 5,000 local Relay for Life events across the country, Billings ranks 8th for the largest fundraising for cancer research when it comes to talking about the Relay for Life nationwide. It's pretty good. In any event, Run for Life is this weekend, Saturday, May 28th, 9 a.m., Rimrock Auto Group out on Shiloh, 840 South Shiloh Road. The Billings Mustangs Minor League Baseball Club announced on Monday that tickets for this season now are on sale. The Mustangs, a Minor League rookie affiliate of the Cincinnati Reds, open their season June 17th at home against the defending league champion Missoula Osprey. Tickets for all 38 home games at dealer in Billings can be purchased online at billingsmustangs.com, or you can call the Mustangs box office at dealer at 406-252-1241. The Mustangs at Dealer Park kick off their season again June 17th. Butte Silverbow police are seeking 2 male suspects who they say stole medical marijuana, estimated at $12,000. In an early morning burglary executed while police responded to 2 alarms at the dispensary. The men seen on video surveillance released by police approached Evergreen Medical on Front Street in Butte from the east along the railroad tracks at about 1:30 in the morning last Friday. They were wearing desert-type, like light tan camouflage clothing. They placed a collapsible ladder against the building and then climbed toward the roof. Police recovered 2 saw blades and observed footprints on the roof where the hole was cut. The suspects made entry. Police believe the culprits used an electric power saw to make the cuts. 2 male juveniles were arrested Friday night in Billings after police caught them in the middle of a burglary. Billings police responded to the burglary in progress on the 2800 block of Providence Place. Sergeant Harley Cagle said in a news release a neighbor who allegedly witnessed 2 males casing a home across the street from his home and saw one of the males slip under the garage door, which is partially open. The witness ran across the street, held one of the suspects at gunpoint. While Billings police arrived, officers entered the home to search for the second suspect and check on the welfare of any residents inside. The second suspect was located and arrested along with the other youth. One was charged with felony burglary and the other with just misdemeanor offenses. Glance at the Billings Morning News. From the Billings Extreme Semi-Pro Outdoor Football, BillingsExtreme.com. All kinds of blinds in Billings. All kinds of blinds MT.com. Our quickie temperature check in 46. Detailed forecast.
Billings area forecast from Top Sandwich Company. Thinking about high school graduations. There's been many graduations already in and around Billings. College as well. This coming weekend, have at least 3 area high schools around Billings graduating. Top Sandwich Company across from Shopko. They'll cater your food. If you forgot that very important detail, they'll cater your food for you. Top Sandwich Company across from Shopko in Billings. Low to mid-70s at least most of the week on through the weekend even, with a chance of some afternoon showers and thunderstorms, which happens this time of year anyway. And low to mid-70s looks like through Saturday the way it's written right now. Top Sandwich Company across from Shopko, locally owned, no franchising. They can cater your graduation party. Top Sandwich Company. Find them on Facebook as well.
If you're interested in learning the current value of your home, then call Amber Gustanis with Century 21 Hometown Brokers for a free market analysis. 406-690-5902. Amber Gustanis. And her service area includes not just Billings, but Lockwood, Lowell, Joliet, Roberts, Red Lodge, Columbus, and more. Amber Gustanis with Century 21 Hometown Brokers, 406-690-5902.
Jay Johansson with us, the Athlete's Foot, 3839 Grand Avenue in Billings. The Athlete's Foot, Jay.
Livin Large, Larry, the best on the radio. We also got the Jordans. And I'm not talking the black and white Jordans that every shoe shop's got. I'm talking about the Jordans that everyone's waiting to get. In my store, right now, in my case, are the French Blue 12s that don't release until next week, and I got 72 pairs of them.
My notes say you're the Jordan expert.
I had to come clean.
Yeah, I know. No, that's cool. I was announcing the Billings Wolves on field the other night, and 2 young adults says, "Hey, cool Jordans, where can I go to get those?" I said, "Jay, the Athlete's Foot in Billings is the Jordan King."
Oh, yeah, it's the truth. It's the truth. I was just telling another one of your friends that not only we're a hip store that services the community. You got that?
Yeah.
We're a hip, family-owned shoe store that if you just need great shoes, come see us. If you need the best shoes, come see us. If you need the shoes no one else has, and I'm talking no one living large, Larry, as you know.
Yeah.
I'm talking no one in Billings. I'm talking no one in Denver. No one in Minneapolis. No one in Seattle. We got it because my big brother, my owner, Intersport, check them out, largest sporting good company store in the world. They just happen to be out of Europe. Believe it or not, this planet is big. Check them out, Intersport. They got us the account. We're number 1.
I wear the books. I wear the Jordan. My family shops the Athlete's Foot, 3839 Grand Avenue. Jay, thank you very much, sir.
Hey, living large, Larry, keep it up. Go Billings Wolves. Love it that we got that football back in town. You need great shoes, you know where to come. 3839 Grand Avenue, the Athlete's Foot.
And the Athlete's Foot on Facebook, too. Don't forget about Facebook. The Athlete's Foot on Facebook.
The Athlete's Foot, Billings MT. Check us out. Peace.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
Spoke with a 14-year-old high school student from Columbus the other day on my afternoon show on KGHR Radio. And full H member, very well-spoken Morgan Kirch, the Stillwater County Extension Service and our full H Club. Our talk coming up. LiveALargeLarry.com on YouTube, TuneIn smartphone app, Redline Computer Studios, West Billings, Montana is where we are located. Here in all kinds of blinds and buildings, all kinds of blinds, MT.com. Nice morning, 47, 70s today. Our replay of segments on LiveALargeLarry.com on the show from Keystone Mortgage Company here in Billings. Purchase, refinance, investment properties, and a brand new place to call home for work. Keystone Mortgage downtown now across from the pub station, 2442 First Avenue North. You can find them on Facebook. Type in the keyword Keystone, Keystone Mortgage Company. You aren't just a number, you're our number one priority. I think you'll love the changes at Keystone Mortgage.
Livin Large Larry Live.
And after Morgan Kirch from Columbus 4-H, we'll talk with our Tuesday meeting, our Tuesday visit with Cindy Graff from N2 Cryotherapy in Billings. 805 24th Street West. Matt is on the way for you.
Morgan Kirch.
Yeah.
And Morgan, how old are you?
14.
From?
Columbus, Montana.
Beartooth Ramblers 4-H Club and ever-growing membership, 15 members now?
Yeah, we have like about 15. And then this is my 7th year in 4-H, and...
Did your parents get you into 4-H?
Yes, my mom did.
Did your mom and dad tell you you're going to be in 4-H, or did they suggest it?
They kind of just told me I was going to do it.
But you're okay with that?
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine.
Good. So
I like it.
Is 4-H in your family then? Your brothers, sisters, and all that?
Yeah, like my great-grandparents and have done it since, and then my mom, and then my mom did it, and now my little sibling, a 7-year-old sister, is doing it now.
So it's like a family tradition.
Yeah.
Awesome. How did you win the $250 for your county 4-H program?
Well, I went to Shipton's 4-H Appreciation Day. Shipton's was having lots of drawings, and my name was called for the $250 donation to my club.
And when you heard that, what did you do? Did they
just
call my name?
Yeah, I kind of was freaking out to my mom. I was like, wow, this is like the first time I actually got drawn for.
Yeah.
I was really happy.
So you're one of those people that say, I've never won anything.
Well, I have won couple things like showmanship and steer.
The prizes like this, pretty cool prize.
Yeah, it was.
So what is the Stillwater County Extension?
Well, it's an office that's part of the Montana State University system. It is a way to provide resources for agriculture, family science, 4-H, and natural resources. Most of the decision with 4-H are made with the Leaders Council, so it's just kind of like a big part of the University of Montana, like Montana State University, and they just kind of help us out with everything.
What are some of the things that Stillwater County Extension could use the money for?
Oh, well, they can use our banquet, like our awards banquet. They can use it for the Leaders Council to help us, like, get awards. And then they can use it for, like, Teen Leaders Exchange, because we're going to Texas this year for Teen Leaders and Exchange, and so they can use that money for anything, really.
What school do you go to?
Columbus.
Is it Columbus High School?
Yeah.
So are you guys out of school already this year?
No.
She says, no.
No, we're not. We still have 1 week.
1 week to go.
Yeah.
So with summer coming up,
yeah.
For you and 4-H, what's ahead for you?
Oh, well, I want to win Vet Science Grand Championship again, and then I'm going to try to get Market Steer Grand Championship and Showmanship.
So explain Grand Championship a little bit.
Well, it's like you have a Grand, a Reserve, and then you have the other place. Like Grand's like the top, like your first, and it's just another way of not saying your first place. It's kind of like Grand. Like
kind of like one of the World Series,
yeah,
Super Bowl or something.
Yeah, it's like big.
That's pretty cool. That's exciting.
Yeah, thanks.
4-H and then the whole family. Talk about a little bit more about your family and how they're involved with 4-H and how they keep pushing you.
Well, my grandparents were in it because that's kind of how they were leaders, first of all, and that's showed us that 4-H is fun. And then my mom was in it for 10 years, and now she is our club member for Beartooth Ramblers. And then my sister now is 7. She's in the Clover, but it's like a different group in 4-H, but it's like still in the group. But it's for younger kids.
Now, when your sister hears us back and you call her just sister, you didn't say my name on the radio. You got to say her name.
Oh, Sarah.
Sarah.
Yeah.
So your favorite part of 4-H has been what?
Well, I traveled last year to Indiana with the exchange program last year, and then winning beef showmanship. So
4-H, by definition, and most people know what 4-H is all about, but there's so much more to 4-H.
Yeah, like it's well, it can be rocketry, fishing, photography, livestock projects, cooking, arts, and crafts. And it can be like robotics. You can travel, meet people all over the world. You can go and do other projects than just doing teen leaders and livestock. Like, everyone thinks it's just livestock, but there's way more. Like, you can do, like, fishing. Like, if you're really into fishing, you can go fishing and hunting and all that stuff.
You can learn how to do all that stuff, too.
Yeah, because we get these booklets, and you have to do, like, 7 projects out of them, and then that's how you keep going further and further in your project.
Morgan Kirch, what is your favorite, coolest thing ever done 4-H so far?
Well, I would say...
Put you on the spot here, I know.
My favorite is actually winning beef showmanship. I have it between traveling to, like, the other states with the exchange, but last year winning beef showmanship was the biggest thing I had.
So where are you going to travel this year?
Texas, Burleson County, and then we're going to go to SeaWorld. We're going to go to Texas A&M, go see their college, and then we're going to go to the ocean. We're going to just do all these fun things to have fun and stuff, and then we learn their culture and what they do. And then when they come back up here, and we'll go to Yellowstone National Park and go see all that cool stuff.
So the kids that are listening and they've heard about 4-H, kids want to join, how can they get involved?
Well, they have to call the extension office, and then they can talk to the extension officer and see what group they can go into. Like, they can pick what group they can, and then
would you be like a mentor, since you've been in for so long? Would you be like a mentor to some of the younger kids in 4-H?
Yeah, like, I went to the schools, to our little elementary and middle school, and gave the kids a presentation what 4-H is and what you can do all this other things than just livestock, and you can show them all the things that you can do in 4-H.
Do you know the website or the phone number for Stillwater County 4-H Extension? Or are they on Facebook?
Yeah, they're
Probably the best way to get a hold of them on Facebook.
I think isn't it Stillwater County?
Yeah, Stillwater County 4-H Extension. Look them up on Facebook. Morgan Kirch. Wow.
Yeah.
You're well spoken.
Thanks.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
Join us at 1-888-858-1408.
Livin Large Larry live at livinlargelarry.com. Here on the show from Redline Computer Studios in West Billings, live on YouTube this morning. Wave Cindy Graff from N2 Cryotherapy, right on time this morning as usual. How are you doing, young lady?
Very good. And yourself?
I'm living the dream.
That's right.
As I say, living the dream. So N2 Cryotherapy, and before mics were on, you came in with a great big smile on your face before you took 3 breaths. You says cryotherapy is getting national, worldwide attention.
Well, yes, it is.
Kind of.
We're seeing it more and more on television shows.
Where did you see it last on?
All right, we saw it on NCIS LA, and LL Cool J talks for about 3 minutes. It doesn't show him in the machine, but he talks about it for about 3 minutes.
Did he talk well about it?
Yes, and explained it to people. Talked about how cold it was at minus 274 and how it was done for about 3 minutes. And yeah, you'll have to go check out that.
Yeah.
My husband, in fact, found it. He had recorded it, and we went and checked it out. One of my members, Leona, called in and said, "Hey, I just saw LL Cool J talk about it on NCIS." So we went and found it, and it's pretty neat.
That's exciting.
You know, they've had it on The Amazing Race. They had to go
I saw that one.
Do a challenge that concerned cryotherapy.
Are they adhering, when you see them on TV, are they adhering to, the 3-minute rule that you use at Anti-Cryotherapy?
Apparently when LL Cool J talked about it, they were.
Okay.
I would hope they are all adhering to that 3-minute rule. Otherwise, it's overexposed.
Right.
You're very, very careful about not getting people overexposed.
Yeah.
So, and then, Kelly Ripa and Michael, Kelly and Michael, big news about them.
Michael's leaving.
And she didn't know it, apparently.
Oh, great.
So she didn't come in today.
Oh.
So she just
She's
skipped.
pulling prima donna mode now.
I don't know. Apparently, it
Whatever.
was all a surprise to her yesterday, and
That's a publicity stunt. Of course she knew.
I know, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
For sure she knew. And
Yeah, Strahan's going to Good Morning America,
yeah,
apparently.
they
full-time.
offered him like a big dollar salary, so, you know.
So they,
that's
so
how
they
that
had
goes.
cryotherapy on Kelly and Michael?
Yes, because Michael didn't want to hold a snake, and Kelly made him hold a snake, and so he got to pick something for her to do, and he picked cryotherapy. And it was our guys from Texas that we deal with,
Wow.
Mark and Robert, that were on the show with her. It was pretty great.
Well, you gotta, think about it. Into cryotherapy and cryotherapy as an industry, it's not a punishment. It's a way to stay healthy.
It is. And afterwards, Kelly had, at the time, had a sprained ankle. And so, he was just trying to help her. And it was a very interesting clip of her in there. She's hilarious, of course, So we're seeing it more and more. Is it Showtime or HBO that has the show Billions?
I don't recall.
I think it's Showtime. But anyway, that's a series like Sopranos was
Yeah.
or whatever. And the guy there, he is a billionaire, and he owns one and has it in his business. And whenever he has his meetings, he goes into his cryotherapy deal and into his chamber and talks with has people in there for meetings.
Wow, that's exciting. Now, Into Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West, suite number 4, has been around not quite a year. Your 1-year anniversary is coming up in July, which is a pretty fast year for you for your business.
Oh my gosh,
right?
it's just flying by, isn't it?
Look what
We're
you've done.
already
Yeah.
almost, we're halfway through
Yeah.
April already.
Yeah.
So this year is flying by again, but we sure encourage everybody to try it out. Come on in and see us, 805 24th Street West, number 4, or give me a call and make an appointment.
At what number?
406 534 8850.
This is a worldwide show here at every morning, and literally, if you come through and heading to Yellowstone National Park and you come through Billings, then give Into Cryotherapy a try.
Gosh, I would love to meet
Yeah,
some people
yeah.
that were just coming up here for vacation this year. Drop in and see us
Sure.
and give it a try. I know we've got wingdingers coming at the end of the summer that...
Well, the Goldwingers.
Yeah.
The Wingdingers. I like that.
Yeah. So anybody traveling through, make it a stop. It is a destination here in Billings, Montana. So make it a stop, one of your things to do when you come through Billings.
Check it off your bucket list, and then you'll go over and over.
That's right, and then you can find one in your own area.
And if you are listening in Billings or outside of Billings, log on to n2cryo.com. You actually have at your website a very user-friendly website, and it explains a lot about the industry of cryotherapy.
Yes, it does, and it explains about the difference between, say, an ice bath. Then it goes into detail about the difference between ice bath and a cryotherapy session.
Now, can I just say that I've had both. When I was an athlete back in high school, I did the ice bath, and I'll be honest, I just loathed that day or those 2 days a week of the ice bath. And people do compare cryotherapy with the ice bath. It is comparable, except for the pain.
And the way it works.
And the way it works, yes.
Right, so, but we can go into detail on that where, you're using your blood on the cryotherapy. You're working from the inside out, where when you're in an ice bath, you're freezing from the outside in.
Plus you get all wet in the ice bath, too.
And that makes it that much colder. You would not believe the difference between the dry inside of the cryotherapy chamber versus a wet ice bath.
Do you think that with the industry of cryotherapy, not just N2 cryotherapy, but as an industry as a whole globally, wouldn't it be cool if the trainers of NFL teams and hockey teams and NBA teams and football, NFL, I think I said that, and all major athletic events would use that as part of their training for their players?
And they're moving over there slowly.
Okay.
Okay, because we got the basketball, NBA guys are using them. Most all of them are. They have access to them. Now, the Denver Nuggets NBA just had one installed in their training facility.
So it is working.
It is. Slowly going through. Then once it was in Denver, of course, the Broncos tried it. And I wouldn't doubt that Peyton Manning probably used it for his foot.
Sure.
I don't know that for a fact.
It would help his foot.
Yeah, for the
injury.
plantar fasciitis. And I know that they're using it, and the Packers were starting to use it. So more and more it's coming around, and people are finding out about it, and they're trying it, and they're liking it.
And it's here in Billings at N2 Cryotherapy. That's very cool.
It is.
Yeah, so from here on out, in this area, people will be following you in the industry. But and you do service a lot of athletes in and around Billings and surrounding communities. But cryotherapy, there's other people that can use it, people with arthritis.
Absolutely. Just had a girl tell me yesterday she's been diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, so she's coming in, and that's what it was originally for. Back in 1978 to 1980, they were developing it in Japan and running it over the rheumatoid arthritis people's skin, finding out that it took away their pain. So, and they've been using it in Europe then for over 30 years for different kinds of pain like arthritis, fibromyalgia, lupus, MS, different kinds of pain. So,
and I do want to say that when Cindy Graff got into cryotherapy as a business, as N2 Cryotherapy, you were just on your couch one day where you and your husband are talking about what you could do, and you saw something in a magazine and says, yeah, I'll just order one of those and do that. I mean, you're duly trained.
Absolutely, and it was I researched it for over a year and did thorough due diligence on it before I even thought about going to check it out. So once we did, we've been through several training sessions, and we still do training over Skype with people from Texas.
Continuing education, you have to do that in any industry.
Yeah.
Actually, well, it's good to see that cryotherapy as a whole is growing, and business in Billings is growing as well through N2 Cryotherapy. 805 24th Street West, suite number 4, and that's in the Jimmy John's sandwich complex,
yep,
right?
That's what we always tell people.
That's people going, oh, now I know where it's at.
A mini mall with Jimmy John's, because let me tell you guys, Google does not always get it right.
Yeah, no.
Apparently they can't find me at this time, and they like to send people in a different direction, so
well, we know where you're at.
Just remember, we're in the mini mall with Jimmy John's, north of Broadwater.
I'm going to put you on the spot here. Give me the top 3 reasons to use cryotherapy through N2 Cryotherapy. Just short little bullet points, the top 3 reasons to use cryotherapy.
For a thorough body flush, for recovery from athletics and sports, and for relief of pain.
Okay. Give us some price points. It does cost money to use cryotherapy, but it's actually reasonably priced. Give us the best deal.
We have $25 for your first time. Come on in and try it. 2-minute service. It's about enough for first timers. 3-minute service from there on out. It's $65 for a single, but we do have a 3-pack for $150, making it $50 each. We have a $450 pack for 10, making it $45 each. Your best bet, though, is our $2.99 a month membership. If you come in 10 times, you're getting it for $29.90.
Yeah.
If you come in 15 times a month, you're getting it for less than $20. It's like $19.78 or something like that.
Well, we make it affordable, and let's explain the demographics of cryotherapy here in Billings at N2 Cryotherapy. Is not just the elderly. I mean, it's what is the range of demographic age group?
Well, from 15 with the doctor's note, we've had one. And that's an athlete with an injury.
Right. Okay.
And all the way through, I think my little Leona is like 81 or 82 years old.
That's cool. Men and women, girls and boys.
Yes. And Leona comes in 3 times a week.
She loves it.
She loves it. She gets her energy, builds her energy. She can go work in her yard.
She's getting results.
Yeah. It makes her feel good enough to go do things. And she loves it.
It's exciting. You're up early, full of energy. Give us your hours at N2 Cryotherapy.
We are open from 9 a.m. till 7 p.m. I am closed Monday through Friday from 2 to 3 p.m.
Right. Maintenance.
Yep. We have to dry out that machine. Remember, moisture is the enemy. So, and then we're open on Saturday from 9 to 2. We may be expanding that by appointment, so just give me a call and we can see what we can do for you.
Cindy Graff, N2 Cryotherapy, N2cryo.com. Wow, that's a pile of information. Thank you.
It is, and I'm so glad I'm here. It's so fun to talk to you.
Oh, you too. Thank you, Cindy. All right, Cindy Graff, N2 Cryotherapy. And livinlargelarry.com. Access YouTube, tune in smartphone app for your Androids and iPhones there, as well as just an audio player. And thanks for being loyal. Worldwide audience here from the Redline Computer Studios, West Billings, Montana. All kinds of blinds and buildings. All kinds of blinds. MT.com at 47 now, 70s. Later, detailed weather forecast and the latest Billings morning news. All coming up here, as well as a roundup of what's going on around town from BighornInspection.com. All coming up here. Carrie's Massage has moved to 928 Broadwater, Suite 203. Grew out of her other space in a much larger location, and she has a deep tissue massage special for you. All 1 hour deep tissue massages. We get a small hot stone upgrade for free. Runs all the way through the rest of the month. So for $70, which is the price of a 1 hour deep tissue, you get a $10 upgrade for free. Carrie's Massage, give her a try. 928 Broadwater, Suite 203 in Billings. New season, new haircuts. If it's time, I get my haircut every 6 weeks from Jim and Austin's Barber Shop in Billings Heights at 2225 Main Street in the Heights. The best $10 haircut you'll ever have. And Jim and Austin's Barber Shop, they're trained to be barbers. Basic haircut, $10, 10 minutes, in and out. Jim and Austin's Barber Shop, 2225 Main in the Billings Heights. Proud supporters of the Billings Wolves for 2016. And like them on Facebook, Jim and Austin's Barber Shop in Billings Heights. Wolves were victorious over Colorado over the weekend, by the way, here at home at Rimrock Auto Arena. EFX Sports Field beat Colorado. And the Billings Wolves IFL now are 6-6 and really in the run for the playoffs. Their second year in the IFL league. They have a bye week this week, couple of traveling games, and then back home. Billings Wolves are the 18th of June.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
What is going on is brought to you by Bighorn Inspection, Petrochemical and Refinery Inspection, BighornInspection.com. They always sponsor our public service, community events segments on the show. So we'll show them some love and give them a hit at their website, BighornInspection.com. And busy spring and summer, Billings Kiwanis have their movies in the park all set to go. May 27th, that's this week, Cars 2 at Veterans Park in Billings. And June 10th, Aladdin will play at Optimus Park. These are all free, by the way. Family movies, Billings Kiwanis movies in the park. June 24th, Star Wars 7 at Pioneer Park. August 26th, Finding Nemo will play at Rose Park. September 9th, Ant-Man at Castle Rock Park in Billings. And then September 16th, The Wizard of Oz at Pioneer Park. Free for the family. And purchase concessions there. The shows start right when it starts to get dark. Pretty cool event, Billings Kiwanis. And we've had a few rainouts over the years. And usually we make those up a day later. So we're listening for the updated schedule through the Billings Kiwanis. Also, the final upcoming 2016 Relay for Life team meeting is June 16th. There's been a couple, one in April, one in May. June 16th is the next one for Relay for Life, so save the date, June 16th. The American Cancer Society Relay for Life coming up in July. So June 16th, team members, team captains, and team members meet at 5:30 at Mansfield Center. That's a basement of the Yellowstone Medical Center in downtown Billings, 2900 12th Avenue North. That meeting going on for about a half hour, 5:30 to 6 for team captains and team members. And then from 6 to 7, all team captains and team members at the same place at the Mansfield Center for Relay for Life. June 16th, save that date. That's the next team meeting coming up for the event coming up on July 8th, Relay for Life. That's what's going on around town. From Bighorn Inspection, BighornInspection.com.
Our Billings area forecast from Top Sandwich Company, thinking about high school graduations. There's been many graduations already in and around Billings. college as well. This coming weekend, have at least 3 area high schools around Billings graduating. Top Sandwich Company across from Shopko. They'll cater your food. If you forgot that very important detail, they'll cater your food for you. Top's Sandwich Company across from Shopko in Billings. Low to mid-70s at least most of the week on through the weekend even, with a chance of some afternoon showers and thunderstorms, which happens this time of year anyway. And low to mid-70s looks like through Saturday the way it's written right now. Top Sandwich Company across from Shopko, locally owned, no franchising. They can cater your graduation party. Top Sandwich Company, find them on Facebook as well.
All kinds of blinds in Billings, all kinds of blinds. MT.com and quick temperature check. Nice morning, 47 now.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
Billings Morning News from Billings Extreme. That's semi-pro outdoor football in Billings this spring and through the summer. BillingsExtreme.com on Facebook as well. XTREME.
An upcoming exhibit at the National Museum of Wildlife Art in Jackson Hole will show how Yellowstone National Park has changed over more than 140 years. Photographer Brad Boner recently visited dozens of sites photographed by William Henry Jackson in 1871, the year before Yellowstone became the first national park. Boner painstakingly replicated in color more than 100 of Jackson's black and white photographs. Early Monday morning, authorities arrested a suspect who stabbed a man multiple times and left the victim wounded in a Billings alley. Reports says the police say that officers had responded early on Sunday to find a 34-year-old man in the alley behind a residence with 4 stab wounds. In the next 10 years in Montana, an estimated 800 registered nurses are expected to retire. And last week, the Montana Board of Regents heard a report on how nursing's education is responding to the growing need. Last year, Montana's 2-year and 4-year campuses graduated 628 registered nurses and licensed practical nurses. That's up 46% from 10 years ago. Every summer, between 300 and 350 volunteers head into Montana's 1.5 million-acre Bob Marshall Wilderness Complex to work on a stewardship project. This summer will mark 20 years of stewardship by the volunteers, Bob Marshall Wilderness Foundation, and partner groups. U.S. milk futures contracts have collapsed to a 6-year low as dairy farmers boost production amidst slowing consumption due to slowing Chinese demand on U.S. milk and Americans' preference for alternative drinks. For consumers, the milk glut is translating to lower prices at the stores, which are averaging about $3.16 per gallon. A 16-year-old boy was killed and 2 other people were injured in a single-vehicle rollover crash near Busby. Montana Highway Patrol says a 19-year-old Busby man was driving a pickup northbound on a dirt road just before 4 a.m. on Saturday when the truck's pickup right tires left the road. The driver corrected to the left, caused the pickup to rotate counterclockwise. The pickup went off the road and overturned. The driver was injured along with an 18-year-old woman who was thrown from the pickup. 2 other passengers who were wearing seatbelts were uninjured. The U.S. Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals has rejected a challenge to a Flathead National Forest thinning project on about 3,600 acres in the Glacier View Ranger District along the North Fork of the Flathead River. A 3-judge panel of the appeals court took just 3 days to uphold a U.S. District Court ruling in favor of the Forest Service. Similar to last year, this spring, Montana's snowpack peaked and began melting earlier than normal. Snowpack west of the Continental Divide typically peaks by mid-April, and east of the Continental Divide by late April. This year, both peaked April 1st. Recent wet weather patterns, particularly in western Montana, have alleviated some concerns, although the south-central part of Montana and Rocky Mountain front remain in drought conditions. Called the biggest small beer ever, 4,400 craft brewers from all 50 states came together to brew a single beer for this year's American Craft Beer Week. Among those breweries was Billings Uber Brew, the sole representative brewery from Montana. The brew can be sampled at more than 100 breweries across the nation. And in sports, the Oklahoma City Thunder own a 2-1 lead in the NBA's Western Conference Finals after Russell Westbrook came within 2 rebounds on a triple-double in a 133-105 blowout over Golden State and the Warriors. James Hinchcliffe has continued his remarkable comeback by beating American Joseph Newgarden for the Indianapolis 500 pole. The Canadian driver earned his first IndyCar pole with a 4-lap average of about 231 miles per hour a year after a life-threatening leg injury forced him out of the race. It was the fourth closest differential between first and second in Indy's 100-year history. Look at Billings Morning News from Billings Extreme Semi-Pro Football. It's outdoor football. They play at Dallas. Here in Billings on most Saturday afternoons, a couple of bye weeks. The spring and summer semi-pro outdoor football. BillingsExtreme.com on Facebook as well. XTREME. No disrespect to the industry, but there seems to be coupons for everything. And if you want the real coupon magazine, Hometown Values coupon magazine, a coupon book you can read, and practical couponing. Hometown Values, check them out. Different Hometown Values magazines for each part of the city. Hometown Values, Billings and Laurel. Log on to myhometownvalues.com. We broadcast from the Redline Computer Studios in West Billings, Montana. Live on YouTube, that's the podcast. In just a second here. All at livinlargeland.com. Also, we use a 24/7 loop of our show on the TuneIn smartphone app, TuneIn. Free download for your iPhones and Droids. TuneIn. Thanks for hanging out with us. livinlargeland.com. KGHL in the afternoons. I do an afternoon show from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Classic Country. AM 790 and also FM 94.7. KGHL 9790.com.